once again. It's already January 12th. Yes, the year is already running. Can you believe that? 12 days into the new year already. What are your goals? What have you been up to? How many books have you read? What was that New Year resolution you made? You still remember it? Okay, so keep calm. Today we're going to be looking at how not to set goals that you're not going to be crushing. Yes, we're going to be looking at how you can set that goal and crush it. What are the things that have been affecting us from reaching our goals? You want to watch this video. A goal is a desired result, right? Or outcome that you as a person aim to achieve within a specific period of time, right? Someone says a goal without a time frame is a mere wish, right? And I agree. Now, a goal kind of serves as a roadmap, right? That guides our actions and decisions. It provides direction and purpose. Now, if we must crush our goals this year 2025, and of course we must be intentional. We must know what area that we need to set goals in. You know, at times it's January 1 and people are talking about New Year resolution and all of that, and then you write goals 20, 10. Hey, I think by the time you set 3 goals, achieve them and then take them down, right? Now, of course, we have long-term goals and then we have short-term goals. Short-term goals can, of course, be achieved in days, weeks. Long-term goals could be over the years, could be for a very long time. And then, of course, I think we could have one in between, not short-term and not long-term. However, it is very important that we maintain focus and that our goals are clear so that we can measure progress. Again, what was your New Year resolutions? What was that goal? Where's your list? Okay, so there are various areas where we can set goals, right? Various areas of our lives. We can actually set goals in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 areas. So number 1, you could set goals in your health and fitness, right? So these could be areas that, for instance, you're on the fat side, you're on the slim side. It could be anywhere, right? So it's either you want to lose weight or you want to gain weight, right? And of course, eating healthy. Right. So you could set health and fitness goals. That's number 1. You want to set goals in your relationships. So that, again, these are goals that we aim to provide personal and professional relationships. For instance, you want to look at covering or spending quality time with your family weekly. You want to improve communication with your spouse, partner, or with your friends. It could be anything. So relationship, so an area you want to set goals in. You can also look at spiritual life, right? So of course you want to be praying daily. You want to join the faith-based community. You want to read scriptures. And it could be anything but spiritual, kind of, right? So your goals, right? You want to be able to partner with people, volunteer for a course, host a dinner party, with friends, attend networking events, and all of that. You can also set goals in recreation. Yeah, some of us do not really rest. We're always reading, or working. You want to set goals to really relax. Visit new places, yes. Take up a new sport, but hey, it's not really going to be expensive. Hope you know that. Yes. Now you also want to set goals on personal development. Yeah. So how many books would you be reading this year? But I want to set goals in your parenting journey, right? Okay, so I want to set goals on the academics. You're a student. Of course, we all love lifelong learners, right? I want to set goals on maybe earning a degree, adding certifications to yourself. it's fine. Also financial goals. Now, so of course, this will involve you managing, saving, drawing your budget, paying your wealth, right? Now, these are many areas you will want to set goals. But the thing is, you could pick just one, you could pick two, you could pick three. Now, if you try to pick all at a time, you may really get frustrated and then abandon the goal. Okay, so I was talking about how we set goals so that we can actually crush them. It's one thing to set goals, it's another thing to be able to crush the goals, right? So how do I mean by that? You know how someone says a goal without a time plan, it's like a mere wish. Yes, a goal without actions too is also a mere wish. Yeah, so there are no actions to back it. I want to do this, I want to do that, and then you're just talking. But for some of us, we don't even write it down, right? And so that leads us to the core of today's topic. Now, looking at 12 things that can hinder us from crushing our goals. Like I said, I also actually want us to be able to set goals this year and crush them. So that the 12 things that I'll be sharing, number one will be lack of clarity. So when your goals are vague, it's like you're sitting on a journey without a map. Just think about it. If your goal is simple, then of course it's easy to remember, it's easy to hit the goal with precision, right? Now, for instance, if you say, I want to be successful, how do you know where to start? How do you know what to prioritize? But when we are clear, then it gives us direction. For example, instead of I want to get fit, I want to be successful, I want to make money this year, why not be specific, right? I want to lose 10 kg in 3 months, for instance. And I talk about health and fitness goal, right? Or I want to be able to eat balanced diet daily. But again, all of these are just wishes. But you want to put them together. For instance, for a health goal, you want to say, I want to lose 10 kg in 3 months, time frame, by exercising 5 times a week and eating balanced diet. Now in that, you see that your goal is simple, it is clear. So if you're not exercising 5 times a week, for instance, or you're not eating balanced diet, then of course you know that it's very difficult for you to lose the 10 kg in 3 months. Now that is how to set a goal that is clear. Right now, don't forget that goals also have characteristics. Yes, there are some certain criteria every goal must have. Now it must be specific, it must be measurable, it must be achievable, it must be realistic, and it must be time bound. Smart. Okay, I think I've talked about smart in that video. Alright, so don't forget, it must be clear, it must be simple. Leave English in your goals. Just write something simple that you always remember. Number 2, factor here that we want to consider will be procrastination. Oh, somebody said don't leave tomorrow what you can do today, and that's the truth. Putting off tasks may feel harmless initially, but it often leads to deadlines and unnecessary stress. Means it's deadlines. Okay, so it's supposed to be something and then you keep pushing it forward. For instance, as a student, you want to delay exams or reading till exam time. It really affects you. So you know how you now think, today's exams, or I have exams next week, Monday, and then you're picking a paper today for a paper of tomorrow. That's Monday, right? And then you want to start reading, you want to start cramming, right? That will actually not work. So do not procrastinate. For all of your goals that you're going to be setting, please, if you don't have time to start pushing things, I'll do it tomorrow. Start today. Again, like I said, today's already January 12th. What are those goals you set early? Have you been pushing the process? Like, I'll eat tomorrow. Right? Now, please do whatever you have to do now. Whatever you have to do it now. Okay, so there's a rule, there's a technique we call the Pomodoro technique, right? I talked about it where you work for 25 minutes or you wait for 25 minutes and then you take a 5 minutes rest and then you do it like that for 3 or 4 times before you take your break. Now, there's a 2 minutes rule where anything that takes less than 2 minutes, just do it. Now, if anything in your goal, in part of the strategies in achieving your goals, if there's anything that can be solved under 2 minutes, you don't postpone it. Now, what is that thing that you can solve about 2 minutes? Start doing it now. Number 3, fear of failure. This has really hindered so many people from pursuing their dreams. Now, fear paralyzes our actions. You might want to start avoiding starting a business because you're worried about losing money or being judged if it fails. And then you ask yourself, what if it fails? What if I don't have money? What if you go like, what if? So I want to ask, what if you succeed? What if it comes out well? Now, what if thinking have kept so many people stuck in their comfort zones and then they miss out for opportunities to grow? You know how you want to write that book and then you keep saying, what if it doesn't come out? What if people don't buy it? What if people... Hey, pick up your pen and write, okay? Now, know that when you do not start any project, it's as good as dead, right? So start, because a mistake you learn from and then you build up, right? Amazing. Number 4 factor for hindrance to crushing your goal will be lack of motivation. And I watched a video where, I think you must have seen it on the internet, where a baby, I think her dad entered and she pushed him in, and then she entered, she put her hands in her back and she pushed herself in. Right, that is it. So when there's nobody to push you, please push yourself. Now, that's to say that if you do not really have something strong, if your why is not strong, then you could lose that goal because it stops or seems to be appealing. Now, so if you decide to learn a new language, for instance, without a personal conviction, if you want to do something because some other person is doing it, or you want to venture into, it could be anything at all. Now, if your why is not strong enough, trust me, you will get discouraged. You don't need external motivation. Motivation must be intrinsic. It must come from within. Okay. So, what excites you? What's the benefit of this goal? How is it going to help the good of the nation, the good of society? Now, your why has to be strong, right? So, look at that goal that you set and ask yourself, why am I going into this? Why do I want to do this? Why do I want to achieve this? And again, number 5 will be poor time management. We know that time is a limited resources, right? And when it's mismanaged, can't really get back time, right? Yes. So for instance, if you have to do something, the ones that are important, the ones that are not important, the ones that are urgent, the ones that are not very urgent, the ones that you can delegate, all of that, right? You want to be able to manage your time properly. I've written a book on time management. TikTok says the time. This is for big things and things. If you have children, you want to get this book for them. Okay. Sequel to effective time management, poor time management would be distractions. Hey, like I said before, we have distractions staring in our faces, from the external distractions, social media, our TVs, our emails. But basically, if you check many of us now, what we are actually doing with our phones, right? We spend time, and then of course when we have internal distractions from daydreaming, some of us will dream. Come on, open your eyes, start pushing your dreams, right? Lack of focus, sad distractions. They really steal our time. Okay, so when you spend countless hours of time just scrolling, you're searching for this, you're searching for that, you're looking for what said what, you're following this, you're following that, and all of that, preparing to hit that goal, and of course, you might not be able to crush that goal. You want to set boundaries, you want to use apps that logs you off, some certain platform. If you spent more than the certain time that is needed. Allocate time for each activity you want to do. Number 7, hindrance to accomplishing our goals will be lack of resources. Yes. Now, if you do not have the resources available to you, I'm not talking about money. So when you want to achieve goals, you're looking at tools, you're looking at knowledge, support. It could be that you need to read a beginner, I need that you need to meet a mentor. It might also mean that you need to go for a mentoring class, get something, get a support, learn a skill, right? Learn something. So if you do not have the resources, the quality ingredients to cook a food, for instance, even though the food will come out nice, at least it will not be as you want it to. So that goal that you have set, look at it. Do you have resources to achieve the goal? Right? So you want to identify the gaps and then the resources you need for each of the goals that you have set, and please, start working on them. It could be that you do one course, borrow from somebody too that has. And number 8 to be negative mindset. As a man, think it's so easy. You cannot grow beyond the level of your thoughts. Okay, so from self-doubt to pessimism to negative self-talk, all of this can sabotage our progress, right? Now, if you think you're not smart enough to start a business, to pass an exam, hey, it might actually happen. And then we say it's self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Okay, so you want to practice affirmation. Surround yourself with supportive people who will lift you up. Replace all negative thoughts with positive ones. I can learn and improve. We're talking about the growth mindset, okay, right? Remove every form of negative self-talk, self-doubt. It will not help you. You can't say you want to achieve a goal, you write it down, and then you're saying, can I achieve this thing? It's too big. Of course, you're already planning to fail. Now, I've mentioned this before, number 9. When we are overwhelmed, right, with so many goals, you're taking so many things at once, you want to achieve this, I said we have like 10, 12 different goals, right? Yeah. And then you want to achieve all of them at the same time. The same speed. Hey, you will break down, and at the time, at the end of the day, you might just struggle, get frustrated, and leave the goals. So do not take in too many goals at once. Yes. So you want to write out your goals and then prioritize them. So which one can go for the first quarter? Which one can I move? Which one is really not so important that I achieve? Or which one can I delegate to people? Which, so you have to do not push into many things. There's a limit to what our bodies can think. Okay, so you want to simplify. You want to focus on 1 or 2 major goals. Achieve them, and then of course you can move to the next set of goals. A major hindrance, number 10, will be that we compare ourselves to others. No 2 human beings are the same. Even identical things do not have the same foot or print, right? When you constantly compare with yourself, comparing yourself to others, then of course it's going to be difficult to achieve your dreams. Comparison is a thief of joy, and I agree, according to one of the quotes that I have seen. So if you keep comparing yourself with your friends' progress, with how they are doing, in couples go, their children, hey, you end up getting depressed for no reason. It brings stress, it brings anxiety. Hey, you are unique. You are not to you. So focus on your unique journey. Celebrate your progress, and remember that everybody has their own timeline. Yeah, don't forget that. Do not compare yourself. You're not behind. Nah, our times are different. Number 11 will be perfectionism. You know how we want to be perfect. We want to cross the T's, we want to dot all the I's before we start. You know how you plan. Some of us have been planning since 2-3 years. We plan for, hey, start execution. Okay? As you strive for perfection, most times it leads to procrastination or incomplete projects. So just start. You have assignments to do, and then you just keep talking. I need to get this, at the end of the day, because you want to make it perfect, you just miss submission deadline, you don't. At the end of the day, you will not even have that perfect work, except you want to take eternity to deliver. So for goals, please start. You will learn along the journey. Yes, you would pause oftentimes to evaluate your strategy, to check your actions, all of that. But hey, perfectionism is not gonna help you. Number 12 and the final hindrance I'm talking about today will be inconsistency. So you know how it is continuous practice rather than makes perfect, and I like to say that, right? So slow movements is better than no movement at all. So it's better you're moving gently, that you're staying today. You know how you practice today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, you practice back to back for 1 week, and then you travel for 1 month and come back. You not do one, I don't know. So it's better you're doing small. If you're reading a book, go gently. Whatever it is, a skill, so slow movement is better than no movement at all. Now, which of these really have been hindering you from crashing your goals? Which of these have stopped you so far? Do you have an accountability partner? Do you have someone to hold you? Do you have someone who will always remind you what other goals you said? What's your plan? Another thing you want to consider. Thank you for joining me. But on the comment section, please write which of these points have hindered you so far, and what would you be doing going forward? Right. Thank you for joining us. Ruth today. I'm your favorite counselor. Please like, comment, you want to share, and turn on the notification that you get to see all of our videos. Do not forget to subscribe and like, comment away again. Take care.